Welcome, everyone. Today we are diving into our explainer titled, How to Get More Google Reviews for Your Business. Look, if you're a local business owner looking to totally dominate local search and really stand out in your community, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the definitive, tactical playbook you need to turn your happy customers into your absolutely most powerful marketing asset. So let's just jump right in.
Here is our agenda for this explainer. First, why Google reviews matter. Second, the right way to ask. Third, handling negative reviews. Fourth, building a review engine. And finally, rules and review targets.
All right, section 1, why Google reviews matter. You know, if you're operating anywhere with stiff competition, like say the San Fernando Valley, fighting for attention in Encino or Sherman Oaks, the stakes for local search visibility are incredibly high. Honestly, your reviews might actually matter more than your actual website.
87%. Just let that sink in for a second. Studies show that 87% of consumers read online reviews for local businesses before making a decision. For most people out there, checking your Google reviews is literally the very first thing they do. It's the ultimate form of social proof, right? It tells a potential customer that real people in their neighborhood tried your service and they loved it. Picture this for a second. You have a fancy, expensive, just beautifully designed website, but right next to it, someone searches for a local service and they see the Google Map Pack. You know, those top 3 businesses that Google always highlights? The business in that top 3 with the most reviews, they almost always get the call over the business with just a nice website. It's really all about trust at first glance. 47 reviews and a 4.8 rating instantly makes you look way more trustworthy than a competitor with like 3 reviews, even if your actual services are totally identical. Moving on to section 2, the right way to ask. Because honestly, the absolute biggest reason most businesses lack reviews is surprisingly simple. They just don't ask. So let's look at the exact methodology to change that. Timing is absolutely everything here. The absolute best moment to ask for a review is immediately after a positive interaction. You really want to strike when the customer is happiest. Imagine you're a contractor in Tarzana, right? You've just finished a stunning kitchen remodel and the client is standing there, just admiring the beautiful new countertops. That is the exact moment to ask. Or say you run a restaurant in Northridge and a table compliments the chef. Ask right then and there. Do not wait until next week when that enthusiasm has totally faded. But when you do ask, you have to make it ridiculously easy for them. Do not tell your customer, hey, go find us on Google and leave a review. No way. That is way too much work. You need to do the heavy lifting. So here's a totally frictionless 4-step process. First, go to your Google business profile. Second, click Ask for Reviews. Third, copy the unique URL it gives you. And fourth, if it's super long, just shorten the link with a free tool. You want to hand them a link where they are exactly one single tap away from leaving 5 stars. Now, there is a stark difference in how you should actually send that link. I literally want you to pause this explainer right now, take a screenshot, or just write this down. This is your go-to template. Hi, name. Thanks for choosing us. If you have a minute, we would really appreciate a Google review. Here's the link, URL. It's short, it's highly personal, and it applies 0 pressure. Train your entire team to copy this exact message and send it to satisfied customers immediately after a great interaction. Okay, section 3, handling negative reviews. Take a deep breath here. Negative reviews happen to every single business on the planet. A 1-star review is not the end of the world. It is all about how you master the response. Speed and professionalism are your best friends in this scenario. When a negative review drops at hour 0, the clock starts ticking. You want to acknowledge the issue within 24 hours, and by 48 hours, you should really be offering an offline resolution. Look, potential customers will judge your character and your customer service based on how quickly and fairly you handled the complaint, not necessarily on the complaint itself. Here is a practically bulletproof response template you can use. We are sorry your experience did not meet expectations. We take this seriously and would like to make it right. Please call us at number so we can address this directly. Notice what this does. It apologizes for the experience, it shows you genuinely care, and crucially, it takes the conversation offline. Never, ever argue publicly. I don't care if the customer is completely wrong, arguing just makes you look bad. Take it gracefully offline. And hey, while we're on the topic of responding, do not ignore the good stuff. Most businesses completely ignore their positive reviews, which is just a massive missed opportunity. If someone takes 5 minutes out of their busy day to say something nice about you, thank them. Keep it genuine, maybe mention something specific about their project or visit. Not only does this build immense customer loyalty, but responding to reviews actually signals to Google that your business is active and engaged, which helps improve your local ranking.
All right, moving into section 4, building a review engine. We are taking this from manual, individual requests to creating a consistent, automated system that just works in the background of your business.
You really want to seamlessly integrate the ask into your everyday business operations so it never feels pushy. So here are 4 brilliant momentum-building strategies. Set up a physical review station, like a tablet or a QR code at your checkout desk if you have a physical location, like a salon or repair shop. Add your review links directly onto your digital receipts and invoices. The transaction's done, it is the perfect time to ask. Set up a 2 to 3 day post-service follow-up text. And finally, prominently feature your best reviews on your website and social media. When people see that others are leaving reviews, it totally normalizes the behavior and encourages them to do the exact same thing. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, Rules and Review Targets. It is incredibly important that as we scale up our review engine, we stay strictly compliant with Google's rules, while also setting some competitive benchmarks for success. Let's rapid-fire Google's golden rules, because breaking these can literally lead to penalized profiles or entirely deleted reviews, and nobody wants that. First, do not offer discounts or gifts in exchange for reviews. Google heavily prohibits incentivized reviews. Second, do not buy fake reviews. They completely destroy trust and violate the terms of service. Third, do not ask for reviews in bulk from people who were never actually customers. And lastly, as we just discussed, do not ignore the reviews you do get. So you're probably wondering, how many reviews do you actually need? Well, here is a highly practical breakdown of your benchmarks. Your absolute minimum target should be to look at the business down the street, your top 3 local competitors in the map pack, and just match their number. Generally speaking, hitting 50 reviews with a 4.5 plus rating makes you highly competitive. Getting to 100 plus reviews, that puts you in a dominant, incredibly strong position in almost any local market.
And that brings us to the ultimate secret weapon, the compound effect. It's this beautiful cycle where every single new review makes your business slightly more visible on Google. That increased visibility brings in more new customers. You then use your new automated systems to ask those customers for reviews, and they leave more reviews, which just boosts your visibility all over again. Building this habit consistently over months and years is exactly how local businesses eventually completely dominate their neighborhoods. It doesn't happen overnight, but the compound effect is practically unstoppable once it really gets going. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you ready to let your customers do your marketing for you? You now have the exact playbook, you know exactly why it matters, how to ask via text, how to gracefully handle the negative feedback, and how to automate the whole engine. Now it's time to actually take action and start dominating your local search. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.